Okay, welcome to a long format video on Little King Life. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these, but I am about to do a big step in the barn renovation. And so before I do that, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to tell everyone what's going on here and where I've been. And so I decided a little over a year ago to buy a really big property. I mean, like more than 10,000 square feet. It's big, and it's on a lot of land too, actually, because I collect classic cars, and I actually really love architecture and construction projects. So I just started to take on a really big project, and I haven't really given like a full update of it at this point. So now it's at a point where I'll do a full update. I'm not going to film the outside, which is also part of why I haven't done a lot of updates lately or long format videos on this. But from this point forward, I'm going to try to do more updated videos. So this might be a little long. And for those of you that are interested, it is extremely large. It is 3 stories, and it will fit 17 cars when it's done and have a ton of living space. I didn't film a lot of the outside because people tend to like figure out what it looks like and then find me. I've had that happen too many times. So instead, I spent a lot of last year refurbishing the outside. There's gonna be 85 windows. It's a lot of windows. I just finished my favorite window so far, which is this really big window that I can show at that angle so you can't see anything identifiable. It's a big window. And then all along the sides, it's just like endless windows. And it was built that way originally. So we'll start from the beginning. Originally, this was a barn, a post and beam barn. And I grew up in this area and I've been driving by for years and I always thought it was really cool with all the windows. They were old windows. These are all nice new windows. And when it went up for sale, I completely unplanned wired some money and bought it. I didn't actually come see it or look at it at all before I bought it. I kind of knew what it was. I knew it was on a lot of land, and I figured how bad could it be. Plus it was right in like my favorite area. So that's how we got here. And now I'm renovating some road noise because the walls are wide open on that side still. That's how I got here into this really massive project. So I'm gonna do like a tour, a long version that I've been promising for a while, of like everything I've done, everything I'm going to do, and then along the way I'll try to do more long format videos that are more concise but kind of just like highlight my favorite parts. But I wanted to do this video because tomorrow the spray foam guys come. What does that mean? That means that this ceiling will be filled with foam. These walls will be filled with foam, and everything will start to be climatized. And then I'll put the windows in, and I've got HVAC and stuff, which will go upstairs. So let's do a little tour. I guess we'll start here on this floor while the sun's out, and then we'll go downstairs. Yeah, we're gonna do that, I guess. This is the most interesting floor anyway, and the other floors will be, well, the other floors will be more there's no spray foam on the other floors, so it won't change that much. This will be fun because it's a dramatic change. So take it all in. This is what it looks like now. What's gonna happen next is the guys are gonna fill all these walls with spray foam. So there's so much. You see this floor I'm standing on? This is the new subfloor, and it took 12,000 screws to put the subfloor down because beneath the subfloor is an old subfloor that squeaked. I'm tired. And so I had to screw all of those pieces down, and then I have to screw this piece down. And this wall behind me, these windows, I had to frame all of these and make them fit into the old window spots. And you'll see lots of new wood and old wood because I had to fix tons of wood that was rotted. There used to be a crane up there that hung out the front of the building through big barn doors. It was falling off and it was heavy metal, so I had to hoist that off the front of the building with an excavator and a bucket truck that I bought. That beam up there, we salvaged that from a different part of the building to fix there because it was actually fire damaged, because at one point the building was apparently on fire or something. I don't know. So we had to replace it with one that wasn't burned through. I did not know this barn was post and beam when I bought it, so I'm actually really excited about that, because when it's done, all of the beams will be exposed, and it'll be a mix of like white drywall and beams. This front section here is going to have 2 offices and 2 bedrooms, and then there will be a whole back section in phase 2. So right now I'm just doing the front section, which is phase 1, and it is like turning literally a barn that was nothing to live in and turning into a full house. So I've been getting electrical done, plumbing done, structural work done, that I had to fix things that were rotted. There was some structural work that I did downstairs because I added 17 garages on the first floor. So I had to do LVLs and support beams according to code and all the right rules. I had to deal with the building department and the inspector because I have every intention of like genuinely doing this right. I will keep this forever, and I'm super excited about that. So I want to get everything right, which is why I'm doing it the expensive way, but it'll be worth it. So where we're standing right now that I keep walking in circles on is, I'm gonna call it the Great Hall, because there'll be another living room, and it's got a really big hallway down the middle. So this hallway is 12 feet wide by 60 feet long. It's big, and I left it that way intentionally because it's so much space, and I thought it'd be cool to be able to do a big Thanksgiving dinner where there's a table the length of the hallway, and you could put a bunch of people in it, and it would just be really cool. And then over here, there'll be like a breakfast nook, and over here, there will be a kitchen, so you can see drains and water in the walls, as well as the electrical for things like a microwave and a stove. I'm gonna do a gas stove though, because I don't like electric stoves. And this is like a recap video. I will do like mini videos on specific sections, but I'm just trying to touch on everything so everyone can see all my exciting projects. And then you come into the offices. So then over here, offices. This is an office, and there's just the one window, and then over here, also an office. And tomorrow when I film this, these walls will start to have aluminum and actually feel like rooms. I will be vaulting all the ceilings all the way up, so that will look really cool. And then across the hall from the 2 offices, we have bedrooms. This one, we kind of did like a test framing on. So it'll be like the beams will stay. The big post and beams obviously will stay because those are really cool. These little cross beams we're gonna keep because they're structural, and I kind of like the look of it. And I'm keeping as many barn like accent walls and features as I can. And I'm gonna add more because I actually have a ton of old barn boards that I saved that I'm gonna replane and finish to do a lot of cool accent walls. We worked hard to keep all the electrical and the soffits on the edges so that we can keep the rest of the barn really clean looking and original to like the barn character when it comes together. The windows took forever. You'll notice that all of these walls look like new plywood. That's because they are. I had to take off all of the siding on all of the building, fix a lot of the studs that were older and rotting and had issues, and then resheath with plywood the exterior of the building so that we can then put a new exterior on the building and waterproof everything and make it airtight, because like I said, I want to do this right. That was a tremendous effort, to say the least. Nearly killed me a few times, but we did it. So there's 2 bedrooms on that side. They look just like that. And then I've got like a washer and dryer closet. I've got a bathroom. I got another bathroom right next to it, which everyone thinks it's weird that the bathrooms are next to each other. I know, but you'll understand when I get further in the tour, because the front section is just supposed to be for guests, and I didn't want people fighting over bathrooms. I will have other places to live, so I won't like need these bathrooms. There's staircases to downstairs. That's where the garages are, as well as like a cool little office space for me. That stuff already existed, the office space. I just cleaned it up. Fortunately, there was some stuff down there. The garages, we added those and pulled all the permits and did everything correctly and had all the inspections. Like I said, doing this right. This is like a little nook over here when you come up the stairs. I'll probably put like coat storage and stuff here. And then from there, you go upstairs to the 3rd floor. So we started on the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor is a really big storage space mostly. There's like just a lot of storage, that's all. I don't know, maybe I'll do something with it someday, but I have so much space downstairs, I probably won't do much with it. We'll see how this all plays out. I'll leave this open because I just thought it would be cool to have like a little lofted area up here that looks down on the rest of the building. These are just the tops of the bedroom walls. Like I said, the ceilings are gonna be vaulted, so they're gonna go all the way up, but I'm gonna keep those beams because safety and strong structural building. And then we'll go back down the stairs because I've eliminated most of the third floor there. And that brings us back to the Great Hall that we're calling it. So my goal is to get this section done as quickly as possible because I actually have a phase 2. And phase 2 is the back section. I really gotta put those windows in to eliminate road noise because that's very noisy, but phase 2 is the same exact size as phase 1, and I'm gonna do more things back here. So back here, it's literally lots of storage right now. And someday, the goal will be to have a big chef's kitchen over here in what I call my murder room, which is where I keep things I don't want to get dirty. I made like a dust-proof room. And then over here, another living room, comfortable area. And the idea is that I will have the whole place, and guests and people that stay can comfortably be up front, and I'll have my own little section back here. And the town is all worried I'm gonna like rent this or something. I'm not. I don't like to share things like, I just want to have my own little hiding place. So it's just gonna be for me and my people and all the things that I want to have around. So that's the idea. This will be a master bedroom, big walk-in closet or something like that, or maybe another office, a big bathroom, and then at the very end, you'll see these big windows behind me. There's 2 of them. The back, there was like barn door framing actually that was filled in, and we're gonna open that back up and put windows in. So we will have floor to ceiling, 10-foot tall windows basically in what I'm calling the library, because it's going to be literally a library. So there will be bookshelves that go all the way up to the 3rd floor on both sides. And there will be huge windows and maybe a fireplace or something, and there'll be little reading nooks on either side where you can put a desk or like a comfy reading chair, and there'll be tons of natural light because that's also where the sun sets out the back, which is really pretty over the woods, and you see the little black bears and animals running around often, which is a little scary. And this is all phase 2. So I will do this maybe the fall or something. I gotta see how phase 1 goes, but the idea is that this massive space in the back, which is just as big as the front, we will build out just like the front and make it really nice. There's also a 3rd floor on the back half that I will not tour because I'll have to climb up a ladder to show you it, and that seems like a lot of work. Looks a lot like the 3rd floor on the front. Big and empty and very long, 60 feet long. So that's an update on kind of what I've been doing. The most important pieces of that is the exterior. We'll have fresh siding and everything will be redone. It'll have new windows, it'll have new doors, it'll look beautiful and brand new. I would show you a picture, but too many people get really creepy about that, so I'm not gonna do a picture of the outside. But you'll see lots of the inside going forward now that I'm working on the inside. So as you can see, freshly framed walls, freshly cleaned. The ceiling has been prepped so that it can have spray foam on it and not ruin my metal roof, which is why you see all this thin foam up there. It's a nice divider, lets the roof breathe, lets the air get in and out, lets the metal roof like expanding and contrast freely without being attached to the spray foam. It's just good practice, especially because it isn't a brand new roof. And if I need to repair something, I don't really want to ruin the spray foam ripping the roof off because it will stick to the roof. So soon, this will be this beautiful space with insulation and drywall. It's big. And then I will film that whole process. So looking forward to doing that and showing everybody more of what's going on. That's like my big life update. I've been honestly drowning in this. Like, it's so much work. I've just been doing this for a while now, nonstop. I work all day, my real big boy job. And then I spend lots and lots of money and all night on this job and all weekend on this job. So it's literally consuming my life at the moment. I genuinely love it. I like projects like this, and I'll do like pieces of the project to show people in the future. But I wanted to give like a more in-depth overview because I'm really excited that we've got electrical in. We passed inspection for the first part. We've got plumbing in, passed inspection for the first part. We've got the framing and all the stuff fixed. That's all good. So I want to film this because as of tomorrow, some of like the finishing type of stuff is going to start to happen where it starts to look really pretty. And when that happens, this is going to look really different. So all this stick frame stuff is about to start to look like a real house. And I wanted to at least do an update before that happens because I feel like I've been leaving everyone out of all this fun because I've been drowning in it and it's a lot of work, but I'm like excited for what's coming in this floor. So I'll film an update of that soon actually, because as soon as this insulation is done and these walls are filled in, we'll be doing updates for you. If we come to the first floor, I'll do this one kind of quick because it's dark. I'm gonna probably open the garage door. This is just like a hallway that I have to clean up. The front section will fit 8 cars. I'm gonna wrap everything in drywall because I have to, because it has to be fire rated so that it's safe upstairs. And then I'm gonna paint everything bright gloss white light, and I'll probably do some cool LED lights and stuff to replace the ones that are here. And it will be an 8-car garage for all the stuff that is like showroom ready and ready to go. I do have a good car collection. I will make a video of that when this is done. I'll actually do like, I'm actually really excited about this, but I will do like a long format car collection video that I've never done because all my cars will be in one place. I'm gonna open this door to let some light in for the first time, maybe ever, because they've been spread across so many garages for so long. But as you can see, there are a lot of garage doors. There's one car in here, the Alpha. I haven't had that for that long. I do love that car though. I'll definitely do a review of that. Just all my construction truck, all the things. And it has the cool post and beams down here. I can't keep those exposed, unfortunately, because it needs to be fireproof and safe. And I'm gonna be sleeping upstairs, so I think we want it to be safe. So they are gonna get wrapped in fire rated drywall, like the ceiling already. So it's 5/8, it's thicker, gives you more time to get out in case of any issues, meets fire code. Like I said, doing it right is important. That's what we're gonna do here. I got a lot of cleaning to do because this is gonna get drywalled soon and this place will look pretty really soon. And then I can do that car video, which I'm excited about. This space goes on and on. There's actually also a creepy cottage on the property. I'll just make a totally different video of the creepy cottage because I have not renovated that and well, I'll get to it though. This is just going to be a gym / utility room. It's actually pretty big. It's like 20 something feet long by like 12 feet wide. So it'd be a good sized gym. Just more space. There's so much space. It's hard to even know what to do with it. Some of you may recognize this room because it was streamed in. This room was the office that existed. It was like part of the workshop. I really just like kept the existing stuff and cleaned it up. 5/8 drywall just because I had some. And the ceiling was ugly, like wood paneling. Old like plate glass door. I thought that was cool. Kept that so you can look out into the garage workspace. The steel paneling. I thought that was like a neat thing to do on the outside. Did the new windows, of course. That's awesome. Love them. They keep it hot in the winter and cold in the summer. It's just really nice. But this is a mess because it is the only space at the barn that I can store things and function. And then when you go through the plate glass doors, this is the workshop. And I do have a couple cars in here. So in this area, I bought a lift on Amazon. I put it together. I've been too scared to try it though because it's a single post lift and it's a little scary. I got lights in here actually. They were already here. I'm gonna do nicer ones. Aston Martin, Ferrari, all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see that from that angle. I'll film it again. This is gonna be a workshop. I really like to work on my cars, do the oil changes, fix things when they break. It's actually super exciting. I don't even know what to do when it's time to drive them. I actually just really like working on them. Ferrari, she's tiny, little baby. I like classic cars and the classic Ferraris are really small. It's so cool. But yeah, big service bay with a cool little office for me to research all the broken things when I'm trying to fix them. And then the other side, for right now, it's gonna just be closed off, storage for supplies and stuff, because it is a dirt floor that I have to get concreted. So I will get concrete in there eventually, someday. But right now, it's not that day. This is a mess, but it's big, so I will film it so you can see just how completely huge this place is. This light likes to fight with me. Okay, so these are gonna come out because I do not want to keep these things in here until someday it's like fire rated and done. So taking all that stuff out. But for the winter, we put them in here because why not? That's a big boat, go fast type of boat. And then over here, this is like almost 60, 70 feet long. It's long. My jet boat's over there. I'm gonna uncover her soon, and I will film that for you guys as we get in the water. It's just big. Like, I don't know how else to describe this place other than giant. I don't know if I can like get a good angle for you, but this is half. This is like literally half, and it goes on and on and on. You can fit probably 4 cars almost in this. It's so long. But first I gotta fix the floors, which are plastic right now because I covered all the dirt because they're so dusty. But it's just useful space to store things right now because there's so much stuff and building supplies and tools that having a place to put it all honestly makes a big difference. So that's the plan. We'll go to the creepy attic because why not? So the 3rd floor that I haven't showed you yet, that's where we'll do the outro. Back up to the 2nd floor. This is the floor that's gonna look really cool really soon, which I'm so excited about, but it's gonna take a minute. Let me get a ladder so I can go over there for you guys. That's it. I feel like I should make this like live so you can like ask me questions. But I don't know about lives. I'm always a little weird about lives. It feels hard. Like I said, it's so big and gonna be so cool. And I really actually am like genuinely excited to share it with everyone. I would show you the creepy cottage as part of this video, but honestly, it's in the woods and it's actually creepy. So I don't really want to go there. There was a staircase to get up here, as you saw on the other side. I haven't put a staircase on this side, so I haven't figured that out yet, but just like I said, that's half. It's a whole other floor that I don't even know what to do with. Like, it's just closed off. And then there's this like cute little window. It's like an old window that looks out onto the rest of the property. At some point, like I said, we'll clean this up and make the back nice too. But for right now, we find out if I can get some decent lighting for the outro. The lighting is weird up here, so deal with it. That's it. That's like a high level overview of the barn. I bought an excavator, have a dump truck, have a bucket truck. It's a full-fledged work site. I don't know. Let me know if you want a video about numbers. There is a lot. It's been it's a lot of money. It's been a big expenditure. I am currently spending like 6 figures a month at this point, but it's also massive, so I won't keep that up forever. But for right now, it's feels like a lot of money. I'm excited because I will keep it forever. There's like a whole back half of the property where I was like, oh, we could do like archery and shooting range, and there's a little pond back there, and there's a river. There's so much here. It's just really cool. I'm excited about it. And I'm gonna have to fix this ceiling too, which makes me want to cry because it's so much work. So if you want to do some work, I got plenty of work to share. That's it. That's my big update of all my barn things and everything that's going on. There's a lot more to this. I can do more videos about like bits and pieces of it, but I want to just do a high level overview. There's like 12,000 square feet here. It'll fit 17 cars. It'll be a huge space with a library and a great hall and kitchen, living room, and another like butler's pantry style kitchen. guest bedrooms, bathrooms, little like gym downstairs, fitness center. The cottage will be a guest house someday. I love big projects, so the scary part is that like I'm gonna do all of this and then I'll probably go buy another one. It's just what I like to do. I like to build things and be busy, tinker with my cars. So videos to come will be like the spray foam results. So remember what it looked like in this video and then imagine what it's gonna look like in the next one, because I'll post that hopefully by the end of this week if everything goes according to schedule, which it didn't. It was supposed to come today and they didn't come today, but the good news is I got to film this before video for you. And scary things happening always here. Like there's like this flap outside that came up and it looked like someone was looking through the window. It just gets scary here at night sometimes. And I'll do a car video. When the garage is done, I can put all the cars in one place. I will talk through the history and the story of all of them. All my cars have a story. I actually really love my cars. So if you like this video and you want me to do more videos like this, I'm not going to edit them. I'm going to post this stuff raw. I like it that way. I think it's more fun. I hope people enjoy it. I'll try to get better at it and more concise when it's necessary. Also try to figure out a better way to film it so I can give you more angles sometimes. Maybe like fixed camera positions at some point in time. But that's my video. In fact, I should have ended this at the front with a fixed point. But without the windows, it's so noisy. So this was a better place to do it. But I will put you on the floor now and show everybody some context for how big this is by like standing away from the camera so you can see it. There's a lot of squirrel through here. It's massive. I mean, I'm standing one like bay away from you. There are 10 of these in a row all the way to the end. It is a house that is 3 stories tall, over 100 feet long. It's 120 feet long. It's huge. And I'm just gonna make it into like a giant arts and crafts project and film as much as I can. So if you like old barns and restoration projects and cars and everything else, I'm gonna do a lot of that and I'm gonna try to get better at filming it. So I hope this was fun. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Little King Life. It's about to get real and more grown up. This is the type of stuff I do every day. And it's the type of stuff I want to start to film. So I will do other silly stuff too, but this is what I got for now. Thank you.